¿Qué tal? Bienvenido de nuevo a The Other Worlds. Vamos a viajar, vamos a movernos de lugar. Vamos a ir a otra nave. Vamos a tener que mm, hacer unas misiones ahí para que nos regresen nuestra nave porque nos la van a quitar. Y de paso nos vamos a ir un poquito de por ahí, por allá, en misiones secundarias. Como siempre, nos distraemos un poco, pero al final vamos a ver si conseguimos de regreso nuestra nave. Si no, ahí nos quedamos atorados. Así que vamos a ver de una vez. Oh, estamos aquí, pero estamos aquí. Este es el laboratorio del vato este. No podemos ir aquí. ¿Por qué? No lo sé. No, tampoco. Ni siquiera dice que están bloqueados. Puedo ir aquí. Y puedo ir aquí. ¿A cuál tengo que ir? Ah, es la nave. Ah, ok. Pensé que esta era mi nave. Ah, pues ahí está marcado el icono. Qué güey. Entonces, pues vamos a ver aquí.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
¿O ese es el laboratorio? Ok. Entonces, a ver, vamos a cambiar la misión. Así. Vamos a ver.
Do return in one piece, Captain.
Dos. Bueno, más tengo uno. Continúa. A ver.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Ah, ahí estás. Ok.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Ok. Posibilidad de reparar el dispositivo de supervisión. What? ¿Qué es eso?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
Bueno.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
Ok.
Of course.
A ver qué tienes que decir.
What's on your mind?
Ajá. ¿Por qué?
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent.
Oh,
I've no desire to end up like Thompson.
tienes Thompson.
Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Ah, ok. Rayo reductor. Las armas tecnológicas son armas únicas que tienen extraños y potentes efectos. El daño de un arma tecnológica y la potencia de sus efectos aumentan a medida que sube tu talento de ciencia. Ok.
You found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Ok, a ver. What? Ah. Up. Ok. Dura poco, pero si lo aumentamos a... Ok, ¿qué es esto? Ah, ok.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were
Ok, vamos a la otra.
28%.
Ok, entonces... Vamos con la pionera. Vamos a ver lo del arma y vamos a ver lo de los códigos.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Bien. Vamos pues.
Got a sec?
Oh, ¿qué quieres?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Ok.
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Bueno, ¿por qué no? Vamos a ver.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Ok. Hey, ¿qué está haciendo?
Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
A ver, tú no estás poniéndonos una multa o
Just
algo.
checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Ok. By the by.
That's not the point. This hack would just knocked out one of my workers.
Antes de eso, vamos a... Sí, vamos a hacer esto.
Yeah, with a toss ball stick. I heard you the first time.
Oh, mira.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Máquina expendedora, máquina expendedora. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? Comida y armas, tal vez. Ok. Hey, quiero entrar. ¿Es por aquí? Sellada. Sellada, ok. A ver.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
What?
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
No le voy a decir que no porque sería... Me va a meter en broncas de seguro porque estoy robando la identidad de alguien o algo así. A ver, ¿cómo nos podemos arreglar?
Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
Ok.
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Uh-oh.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Todavía. A ver.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Ok. ¿Qué envío?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Ah. Ah, no. No creo que pueda. Sí, reajustadas para cirugía. Supongo que no van a tener lo que busco. Ok, ya.
Much appreciated.
Bien.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Pues no. Gladys.
Fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
¿Me va a dejar de comer o qué? Ok, vamos a hacer lo que tengamos que hacer. Vamos a ver.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from
Wow.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Publicidad. Ok, vamos a buscar a la fulana esa. ¿Eres tú?
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
The board would like to remind space.
No sé de qué estás hablando. Ven, aquí está con la que quieres hablar. ¿Me va a querer mirar? Ok, no, porque se va a enojar de seguro.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Okay.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Bueno, te vine a presentar ahí a esta que está aquí, que ya se me olvidó cómo se llama. A ver,
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
a Parvati. Pues te presento a aquí, Parvati.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Ok, muy bien.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Le vi ahí en la colita de otro cuesta, así que seguro.
Only the board has access to new parts. and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Ok. Pues vamos.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Vamos por ellas.
There's something you should know before you go charging off.
Oh, ok.
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Pasa nada, las voy a traer.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Bien. ¿Tú eres?
Bless my heart.
Gladys, okay.
A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason?
Sí.
Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Intercambiar.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
A ver. ¿Tienes lo de las armas? ¿Será eso? Inspeccionar. Existencias restringidas. ¿Por qué? Tal vez... Ok, después vuelvo por eso. Vamos a ver la misión principal de una vez ya que estamos aquí.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Ok. 10,000, tengo 2,000. A ver, ¿qué oferta tienes?
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
A ver, dígame.
Do you know
Échalo.
Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Ok. Pues bueno.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Bien.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Ok, ¿qué otras cosas? A ver.
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
I don't know, ma'am. She seemed pretty neat to me.
Well, aren't you sweet? And just her type, too.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Forget I said anything.
Ok. Bueno,
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Corazón de Lilamora. Vamos a subir de nivel. Lo que vamos a hacer es esto. Vamos a ir a decirle lo que sea que tengamos que decirle. No es aquí. Por aquí. Ok.
I know she's in there. You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene.
Oh, aquí
I
está.
am not.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Ah, sí, de eso te quería hablar. Mejor más tranquilamente, no vamos a decir tan...
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Okay.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Bueno, ya que repare mi... No, ya que obtenga mi nave de vuelta... Uy, qué feos están. Ah, enfermera, ok. Tú...
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
Poquito nomás.
See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Okay,
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Ok, necesito usar un disfraz para sí, no, esa no es. Si encuentras un cartucho de identificación de Madre. ¿Quién es Madre? Furu. Ok, vamos a ver si hay alguien que se llame Madre. Oh, solo necesito esto. Bien. Ok, lo tengo. Ahora activé la... Sí, ¿no? Sí la activé. Sí. Ok. A ver, espérate. ¿Cómo activo la cosa? ¿Cómo uso la cosa? A ver, vamos a guardar. Ok. Si entro así nomás. Se ha activado, lo que te ofrece acceso temporal a esta zona restringida. Al moverse se agota el sudario. Si se te acaba, el personal te verá y te interrogará. Puedes superar el interrogatorio mediante el diálogo para restablecer tu sudario, pero cada vez que te pillen será más complicado. Bien. Ok. Para allá.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
A ver.
The last rat is on rotten time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
A ver, me envía Ellie.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me.
I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Se habrá contagiado de COVID. Okay.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Okay, hablemos.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
No.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
A ver, pues le vamos a ayudar.
Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them.
Tengo que ir con él.
If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What?
Digo.
No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
¿Se lo robó?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Okay. Pues a ver qué puedo
Thanks
hacer.
for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Okay. Bien. Demonios. Demasiadas cosas. Tenemos que ir con el vato este, así que vamos a... Bueno, Udom. ¿Y aquí qué dice? Habla con Udom. Compra la clave, es la clave. Sí, Udom. Ok. Vamos con Udom. ¿Dónde estará? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Ahí para allá. Ok, tenemos que salir de aquí primero. Por aquí. Mapa. Me van a agarrar.